All right. Happy Monday, everybody. Big waves to you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Put a smile on your face. We're going to have a great week this week. I hope you've had an amazing weekend. Let us know where you're tuning in from in the chats, in the comments. We got people on. I'm telling you, we just continue to grow. We got people all over watching the recording on Facebook, sending messages through YouTube. It's unbelievable what you're reaching out and touching on this coach's corner. So we threw a twist in today, and there's a reason. Because I believe not everybody that is on the coach's corner is like in our business. I try to keep that in mind. And although a lot are, we have some that join us that are not. But I believe that all of us that are on here in our respected time zones, we're on here because we're after thriving in this world, in this life, like we're going after something. I just don't believe we'd even be on here if we weren't trying to better ourselves, whether it's our health, whether it's our finances, whether it's our profession, relationships, whatever it is, we're trying to better ourselves. And, you know, one of the things is I believe this season is a season of opportunity for each of us. And no matter what it is, what is that opportunity? Like, is it your health right now? Is it your relationships right now? Is it your spirituality right now? Is it maybe something you've been trying to kick a habit for a long time and that's the opportunity? Or is it a profession? Is it your profession? You know, if you look at the word opportunity, and we actually looked at this recently, but I'm going to go back to it because I think it's just a big opportunity for us to look at the word opportunity, right? It's a favorable juncture of circumstances. Have you ever sit back and thought about and lined up your life and thought about the opportunities that just one decision changed and altered things? That one move sent a chain of reactions down a road, right? Like dominoes. You ever think about that? You know, I think about the way I got involved in network marketing. It was really a crazy coincidence for my profession today. I was a principal. I was athletic director. I mean, I just taken a new job and this thing came my way. And there were so many things that I really didn't have anything to do with, but it was just one step. Before I knew it, I was in this profession that, quite frankly, I've been full-time in for a long time. A favorable juncture of circumstances. And I think back, and I've said this before, I'm going to say it again. I think back about the legendary coach, Mike Ditka. Does anybody remember Mike Ditka? Coached the Bears. He was actually a pretty dang good football player back in the day, too. Back in the day where the helmets weren't as padded. But he said success is about taking advantage of opportunity. What's the opportunity for you? Is it that you're trying to take advantage of right now? And hopefully this will make sense to you a little bit. At times we see opportunities, but we do not take advantage of them simply because we feel that there's maybe something else out there that we should be taking advantage of. Maybe we see it as a problem, so we don't take advantage of it. Or maybe we just have this uncertainty, so we don't take advantage of the opportunity. Like I can tell you so many times, like there was a gentleman not too long ago, a very wealthy gentleman that told me about an investment. And I did not take advantage of it. I did not jump in. And that investment has been tremendous, right? I think about a opportunity I had to invest in a shooting range. And this was several presidents ago. And I didn't take the opportunity. Today, that shooting range where people go in and they practice shooting their guns has exploded. I missed the opportunity because I was unsure, maybe a little fearful, maybe afraid to fail. Or what if I lose it? You know, I read something in a book just the other day, I wish I could pull it out, that said, if you lose, successful people bounce back, but they bounce back and they grow tenfold from a loss, because it's the wisdom we gain, right? But we look at it as like this amazing like defeat, when in reality, it's just part of our journey towards the opportunity. Does that make sense? And so I'm thinking about all this with opportunity. An opportunity is really anything that provides you or me with a chance to change our circumstances for the better. You know, Ed Hodge talks about it a lot. He feels better. Man, he's waking up. He's excited to take on the day. It's a circumstance for the better. Like the opportunity provides us a chance to change for the better. And it really is all about our attitude, whether we see the opportunity. And I believe right now, it might be your health, it might be your finances, it might be your relationships, it might be your profession. But I believe there's people on the Coach's Corner this morning that's battling their attitude towards the change and moving towards the opportunity. So here's what I challenge you to do. I challenge you to seriously take a look at it, but dive into it, lean into the opportunity, study it. Go talk to people about it. Surround yourself with people that's in that opportunity right now. Start moving towards it. Find a running partner to run with you towards it. Sometimes you got to get ready for the opportunity. Like you got to clean off your workspace. You got to dust the table. You might have to go shop for new clothes to get energetic. It's kind of like getting ready to go for a run, right? You're getting ready to transform your body. So you go buy a pair of tennis shoes, right? And it throws you into this place of, man, I'm ready for this. Anybody can relate to that? If I'm ready to make a run in business, I will always go shopping for a new attire, because it's time to go meet. It's time to go get one-on-one in front of people. So what are you doing right now for the opportunity that you want to take, right? And I challenge you to try some of these. You know, I'm going to give you one of mine. So right now, I'm focused on the next season of growth for me in my business, okay, my profession. So right now, if you were to look, like I'm ready for the day. October the 31st, I got a list of, I'm going to go out and I'm going to tell the story of what we're about to do. I got my names here. I got who I'm going to contact today. I gotta challenge myself that I've at least got to knock off 5 people today. And when I say knock off, it's competing with myself to have conversations, right? To tell stories, to share with people what we got going on. And then I got some events to attend. That's what's at the bottom right here. What am I building for? Like what events are going on in my opportunity right now that I can invite people to? I heard Letitia talk about, Africa. What is it? Right? It goes back to diving in. It goes back to start moving. It goes back to finding a running partner. Like you got to lean in to an opportunity. Now that's business related, but you got to do the same thing. If it's health related, if you're going to start exercising, whatever it is, you got to lean in. And at the end of the day, seize the opportunity, because sitting back, what is that really doing? We were put here to thrive, not to survive. We learn from our mistakes. So if we jump out there and we lose, we swing, we miss, you know what? It's just part of the journey. It's part of the story. So, Andrea, I'm going to turn it to you. I've went way over. I'm sorry.
You went the perfect amount of time. So thank you so much. That was a great lesson this morning. And I'm going to just talk about really briefly how to take advantage of more opportunities in our life. So, I can be a little bit timid. You guys know this. And I am confident that there have been all these opportunities that flew right by me, and I was too busy waiting back here to take advantage of them. So I'm looking for my future to stop that. And if you are too, here's some things that we can all do. So first of all, say yes more often. So if you are the type of person that tends to say no before you say yes, just out of fear or hesitation or whatever it may be, practice saying yes. Just say yes and figure it out later. And next, along with that, is don't hesitate, because opportunities, just by their definition, are very short-lived. Like if you don't jump on it, there's a lot of chance that you're going to just absolutely have it pass you by. Hey, Buffy, good to see you. See you in a minute. So we need to be quick in order to jump on those opportunities. And, they're not always exclusive to just us, right? Coach talked about the shooting range. Well, somebody else maybe had the opportunity to step in and take that opportunity that he didn't choose. So if we hesitate, somebody else can grab it. Next, take more risks. Now, this is something I really need to work on. My risk tolerance is very, very, very low. But sometimes we just have to realize that opportunity and risk tend to go hand in hand. So, and often the best opportunities are the absolute riskiest. So, starting a new business, or putting yourself out there in the world in a variety of ways, you just have to take a risk in order to capitalize on it, and do it, number 4, with a positive attitude. So if we're walking around feeling like Eeyore with our head down, woe is me, the good stuff always happens to somebody else, well, it's going to keep happening to everybody else and not ourselves. And that's going to be a belief that we keep growing in our life. So if I think I'm never going to win big, then I'm never going to win big. I'm going to keep reinforcing that within myself. So I've got to keep positive. Next, meet more people. Coach talks about this all the time, that our strength is our network. And how do we grow a big network? Well, we've got to meet more people and love on them and bring value. So, but we got to start with meeting more people. Next, be curious. So, sometimes if we're not looking and we're not actively being curious, an opportunity can fly right by us and we'll have no idea. And then next, have focus. So if you know what you want in your life, if you know that you want more, your mind will absolutely give you opportunity to create that, as long as you have that focus. And then lastly, make decisions and stick with them. So this can be hard. If you're wishy-washy, if I'm wishy-washy, oh, should I do this? Should I not do this? Should I do this? Then we're hesitating and we're not just saying yes, and we're going to watch that opportunity just disappear. So sometimes we will absolutely make the wrong choice, and that's okay, because then we can, take that decision back, redirect. But the first step is to make the decision so that we can move forward. So hopefully this was a good one for you guys today. This was a good one for me. Thank you, Coach, for it, and look forward to seeing y'all soon.
Andrea, thanks for the lesson. Great lesson today. And my prayer for everybody on the Coach's Corner listening in the recording or watching live somewhere else is that you seize the opportunity. Don't sit back. Go dive into it. All right. That's what that's what living's all about. So guys, we love you. We appreciate you. Have a great Monday. Let's go rock the world.
Happy Halloween.
Happy
Halloween. I didn't dress up.
And thank you. Great message.
Thank you, Coach.